Off and running, broken a pretty good line after all that. Favourite Paseño came out running, and he's going to lead on settling down. And away he goes. He's travelling in pretty good fashion and on the bridle, Paseño, and he leads by 2.5, 3 lengths to War Emblem. Up the third then, striding forward was Paseño. In fact, the leader is in front. We've got Yacht Bell, it is. In second spot is War Emblem. Paseño back to third, and then El Drawante, followed then by sneaking through on the inside of them closing time. A good gap back to No Quit, who's back with Darley Bell. Sultan Bell is the tail ender as they run towards the circle around 7:50 out. War Emblem takes over. War Emblem 1.5 lengths in advance. Yacht Bell, Paseño, the favourite, creeping closer, followed then by El Drawante. Then came No Quit. Closing time is best of the rest on towards the home turn, and it's still War Emblem travelling sweetly. Now hustled up to try and get on terms with him is Paseño, and then came Yacht Bell over on the inside. No Quit runs on fairly well. El Drawante best of the rest. Favourite moved up and took the lead away at the 150. The rider NC Luna takes a peep over the shoulder, and away he goes. It's Juco rather, takes a peep over the shoulder, and away he goes on Paseño, and Paseño down to the wire is going to win by 3. Second War Emblem, third No Quit. Then came El Drawante, followed by Yacht Bell, close up. Racing, and they all left in a fairly good line after all. Star of the show might have been a bit troublesome, but bounced out and is going to lead them on settling down, but he looks a reluctant leader, because booting up on the inside of him is Without Fail to lead. Star of the show in third spot, Thunderstorm. Favourite Moon Alphabet cruising along in fourth spot, and about 5 and 6 lengths back at the tail of the field is Red Bell by the 1,000 metres, and it is Star of the show. Just a narrow leader, a neck away on the inside, Without Fail, and then came in third spot, Thunderstorm. Moon Alphabet's got the drop on them, and he's just been pushed along a bit to stay in touch. Red Bell is at the tail of the field on the circle, 600 metres out. Star of the show joined by Thunderstorm, who cruises through on the inside, looking like a winner at the moment. Thunderstorm up to third is Moon Alphabet, but very hard ridden and making some ground through on the inside. On the back of them is Red Bell. Dropping out now is Without Fail. Around the bend for home, Star of the show, the inside Thunderstorm. Moon Alphabet swung very wide on the turn at the 200 metres. Star of the show, he's got a neck margin over Thunderstorm in second spot. Now he starts to draw away, and Star of the show wants to flick the tail a bit, but racing away. Star of the show down to the wire by 4. Thunderstorm second, Moon Alphabet next, then came Red Bell and Without Fail. Well done, off and running. Now standing in the gates, La Trapeze missed it by 5 and 6 lengths. Coming out very quickly to lead on settling down is Zoom. And Zoom takes up the running. He's 2.5 now. Make that 3. 4 lengths in advance of Trump Peter. Wild as the Wind is up to third. Then came the grey on the outside, Captain Bob. And sneaking through underneath Captain Bob, your favourite Candy and Wine. La Trapeze blew it all at the start. Spots the leader about 14 to 15 lengths. Zoom, he's doing that at the moment, and he zooms towards that top corner with about 7:50 to go. Zoom about 7 and 8 in advance. Trump Peter, Candy and Wine to third, the inside, and pumped up then in the checkered colours is Wild as the Wind. A long gap back, La Trapeze. Captain Bob is at the tail of the field on towards the home turn. Still travelling well, this leader, Zoom, under Rackwell, and he's about 3 in advance, but Candy and Wine creeping closer, and he gets up underneath of Zoom as they round the bend for home. Trump Peter came next. Wild is the Wind, La Trappe in the straight and taking over and heading straight to the front now. Candy and Wine, he darted clear, 150 out. Candy and Wine looking good. Zoom in second spot is battling on, and then Wild is the Wind. But it's all Candy and Wine. He's a mile too good for these. Candy and Wine down to the wire by 5 is going to beat Flying Home Late. Trump Peter will run second, just in advance of on the inside. Left in a pretty good line, no speed, Uno Magnifico, coming out very quickly on the outside, Keynote Speaker. Taken on by Super Dancer, your favourite He Never is in a good spot in third, and High Intensity fourth, the rail. Followed then by Parking just off them, Orange Bell, and Uno Magnifico is the tail ender as they run towards the 850 and striding clear and travelling really keenly up front is Keynote Speaker. Now Keynote Speaker's 4 in advance, High Intensity, and on the outside of High Intensity, your favourite He Never, followed then by Uno Magnifico, who's up to fourth. Dropping off now Super Dancer's not going well. At the tail of the field is Orange Bell. Keynote Speaker's gone further ahead on the circle, around 700 metres out. Keynote Speaker, he's shot away with about a 5-length margin over High Intensity. He Never is on the back of High Intensity in that green jacket, and Uno Magnifico making steady ground and starting to get a go on from the back then was Super Dancer. In the straight, Super Dancer darted through on the inside and High Intensity trying to come with him. He Never, a favourite, is struggling at the moment, and then Uno Magnifico on the inside. Super Dancer, High Intensity. Super Dancer has a narrow margin, edges away, and Super Dancer too good. He beats High Intensity. Third is going to be Keynote Speaker. Then came running on strong lead 8, Uno Magnifico. He Never.
Chef Cat moving up, guest of honor in the middle, scraping the paint, that on the inside, now he's Old Forest, racing on the outside is Sky Magic, then that in fifth, moving up now, in the middle, he's Spent that alongside his Mount Amanda Wing, Brainchild in the middle, and trailing the group is Super Hawk, 4 runners are now batting out in front position, Chef Cat by about ahead over Sky Magic, and within those horses now is entry number 5, or that's 3, Old Forest moving up that audience and grabbing the lead now is Guest of Honor. The lead now belongs to Guest of Honor by about a length and a half. Then running now in second is Old Forest, a long shot. Running in third is the favorite at Chef Cat. W back in 40, Sky Magic. A very close fifth now is Pendant. And another gap by Brainchild. One moving up now on the outside is Super Hawk, and trading the group is Mount Amanda Wing. Guest of Honor now will be a pace setter at this point as they race the final home turn in green cap. Now is the leader, Guest of Honor, reached now by some 3 to 4 lengths, and bunch of others now fighting it out for second, third, fourth, and respectively. Racing now in second is Brainchild, Chef got in third, moving up Pendant, and here's the finish line. It's all alone for number 5 horse, Guest of Honor. Second, Brainchild, Chef Cat, Mount Amanda Wing finishing fourth. Then comes off and racing, Gintong Hari. To the other post, race for the leader. VG's right behind in second, racing in third is Magnolia Ariana. Fly with the wind is racing in fourth, followed in by Jenny. Then down in sixth position is Super Daily. Then trailing the group is Official Seal. So down the backstretch and one horse losing his mount. That's number 6. Or that's number 5 horse, Fly with the Wind, losing his mount. Jockey Elvin A. Abrea back to the leader. Gintong Hari, the favorite, leads by about a length and a half over Magnolia Ariana. Down on the inside of taking the second spot now is Vijay. Drops back in fourth is Jean Jenny. Then a long way back to Super Daily. Then an Official Seal. Now pass approaching. Quarter of a mile to go. Gintong Hari and Vijay now fighting it out for the leader. But it's still Gintong Hari, still a pace setter. And here's the challenge coming from Vijay. Is digging in that on the inside, and down the stretch they come. It's between BG and Gintong Hari. Is still batting out in front position. BG, Gintong Hari fighting all the way to the wire. It's Gintong Hari back on top over BG. Gintong Hari, BG come down to the line together. Here's the wire. Gintong Hari wins the 6th race over BG, finishing third Jean Jenny. Then comes Magnolia Ariana. Off and racing. We've got Ligeron moving up now and pass approaching a long shot. Rafi's Point moving up. Darori and Saris Marengo racing in fourth is Private Dining. Down in fifth is H.E. Holly. Next in line is Advocacy. Then a long way back to Color Blast. So down the backstretch run. Heading towards the last 800, a solo leader, a long shot, Rafi's Point by some 2 lengths over Marengo in second, a very close third now, moving up and taking the third spot now is H.E. Holly, together with Ligeron. Down in fifth is Private Dining, another gap by Advocacy, and a far behind to Color Blast, and they move to the fourth turn. Rafi's Point still dictates the pace, this time back to a length and a half lead over H.E. Holly, still in second, running in third still is Marengo. 400 meters left to go. A long shot. Rafi's Point. Rafi's Point by 2 lengths over H.E. Holly. Still in second, Marengo. And then moving up now on the outside is Ligeron. But Rafi's Point is still by some 2.5 lengths lead over H.E. Holly, giving the final burst of energy on the outside. Rafi's Point, H.E. Holly. Rafi's Point, H.E. Holly still in second. And nearing the finish line is Rafi's Point, H.E. Holly. Here's the wire. It's gonna be close between Rafi's Point, H.E. Holly. Marengo was third, and comes Ligeron, followed by